All right, we're going to do a quick refresher on mystery picture in case you've forgotten how. This is your art assignment for today. So here's our mystery picture number 6. Look at all these colors up here. So you're going to need to get out a green for the G, an R for the red. Make sure you get a red and not like a pinkish red. I sometimes do that because they're all tricky. A lot of these look red, but there's so many different kinds of red. Let's see. This one says red. A BR is brown. That's a good brown. And then Y is yellow. You can tell this is going to be a colorful mystery picture. So you're going to be switching between a lot of crayons. There's a yellow, an orange, a white. We don't have to do anything. A yellow orange. Now I need to find the one that's a little more yellowish. That one says scarlet. Sometimes it's hard when you get these boxes with so many crayons. This one says yellow orange. It's a little lighter. And then T for tan. So let's see, do I have a tan color? A tan's like a really light brown. This says tan. If you don't have a tan, just color your brown a little lighter. If you don't have a yellow orange, you can always put orange and then put your yellow over it to give it that tint of a yellow orange. My yellow is a little weird. Let's see. One says canary, one says lemon. Let me see which one I like better. There's canary. There's lemon. I guess I can't really tell, so you can't even really see it at all. All right, so now I have my crayons ready. This is my instructions sheet. Go ahead and pause if you need to get your crayons ready. Or if you just want to watch me for a bit so you'll know what to do, you can do that too. So I'm going to put these half and half so you can see. And you can watch or try to work along, but I might go a little fast. And I'm going to be jumping around a lot too. So color G was green. So box A10 needs to be green. So A10, way up here, A10. See the A down there? A, I run my finger up the column till I stop at 10. And that whole square is green. So I color the whole square green. And I'm going to do all those other squares listed by the G green. And I want to try to stay in the lines because if I run over, it might go on to another color. And I don't know what this picture is yet. So I'm going to cross off A10. Now, I'm not going to do B1, E11, G1, H8 right now. I'm going to jump around. So now I'm going to jump down to this one. This says half tan, half brown. So I'm getting out my tan and my brown. It says find square F8. So F, and then all the way up to the 8. So this square right here. And it says to cut it in half with the diagonal this way. The diagonal that way. The top half should be tan. See that? I'm making it look just like this square over here. So this chunk up here goes tan. You really got to follow the directions and follow the pattern you see on the picture. And then the bottom half is a darker brown. So I colored that in. And I'm going to cross off square F8. It says to do the same thing in F7. So here's F7. And I'm going to cut it in half. And the bottom half brown. And the top half, it said, was tan. So there, that's pretty interesting. Whatever that's going to be, I'll know at the end. And I cross off F7. Now this one, D2, look at that interesting pattern. So D2, I come up here, it says Y for yellow, R for red. So D2, here it is again. I'm going to go kind of a diagonal halfway and then straight across. And the bottom part was red. And that top little piece that I carved out was yellow. So here's my yellow. And now that square's crossed off. You're getting it now. So let's try this C7. This is a tricky one. It's orange and tan. So orange and tan. If you can't remember the colors, you can always go back up to that top part and look at your key. It's like a map key. All right. So it says find C7, C7. And it says color look how the diagonal's way over to the side. It's over here. I'm going to cut it over here, but then up. So it still makes a triangle. And this part's going to be tan, it says. This part's going to be orange. This is a challenging picture, but you just have to go slow, take your time, and slowly work on it. So this is orange. And in mine, it's hard to tell tan from orange, but they are different colors. So it's a tan, brown, and an orange, and make sure I got all my lines in, and then the orange. When it comes together, you'll see how it turns out. And I cross off this one, C7. You can jump around as long as you cross them off. So E2 has a yellow and a red. So I'm going to find E2. It says cut it in half. And the red goes on the bottom. See how it connects to that square next to it now? So we see that it's connected. And then the yellow goes on top. So you can see it made one. And I can connect the line about where I drew it there. You see it go through here. So those connected. And that was E2. So I cross off E2. All right, so we did see G4, tan and green. So tan, where tan rolled away there, and green. So E4, no, G4, good thing I checked. G4, I get it onto my board. Cut it diagonally, G4. It doesn't matter which color you cut it diagonally with. Just know then what you're going to, that you make sure you color green on the bottom. And then the top half is going to be tan. So you can see this is going to take a while. It's not a quick thing. You might work on this for a couple days, but have fun while you're doing it. And at the end, you'll see what your mystery picture is. So G4, all these ones, like these G's, these are all easy, just solid blocks. C1, A3, so C1. Try to go in the lines though, so it looks good. A3. Remember, this strengthens your hand muscles, so don't think, why do I have to color so much? This is making you stronger. It's giving you a hand workout. And that's important because then you'll have better handwriting and it'll be easier to do things with your computer and probably a better video game player too. So I did C1 and A3. C1, A3. Ooh, I want to do this F6 really quick. So yellow, orange, and brown. Here's my brown and here's my yellow, orange. And that's F6 right up here. And it says cut out a triangle. It doesn't go all the way to the back, so it stops in the middle and comes forward like this. And it says that triangle is going to be yellow, orange. So all different shades of orange. And then the back part of it's going to be brown. So you see it's making a pattern with those other squares. Interesting. And that was F6. I cross off F6. I don't see any other ones that are too weird. Oh, this F10. Let's do this one quick, and then I'll let you get to work. So F10, F all the way up to 10. It says cut it diagonally. I'm going to use the green since that's the biggest part of the diagonal. F10, cut it diagonally. Now, if you mess up, you just take your eraser and erase over it and then put your color darker. Because I promise you, kids mess up all the time. And you just try to erase it with a pencil eraser or scratch off with your fingernail and then just color over it. So hopefully you don't mess up too much, but one spot's okay. So there's the green. And then it says make a small triangle right here and color this piece the red. See that? And then this little bottom part, yellow. Wish you could see my yellow better, but so that square had 3 shapes in it. 3 shades of color, I mean, not shapes. Well, they are different shapes too. So 3 colors in that one. So see how that's going to connect to something and make a pattern. All right. So have fun doing this mystery picture. It really helps if you cross out the squares you do, so then you know and you're not looking around. So I just did F10. Where's that one right here? Ooh, here's another really fun one, H6. Look at that. It says the red's going to be an arc. So here's my red, H6. The very last column, midway through, it's going to have an arc. It almost looks like a backwards C, so it's going to arc around. My arc's kind of wide, but then I can just kind of fill it in as I need to fix the shape right. And then the rest of it, it said was green. Something's red down there, and then I'll go the green around it. All right, I don't want to do too much more. You're going to figure out the mystery before you even start. And you've probably watched me long enough. So bye, H6. And goodbye, boys and girls. Have fun with your mystery picture.